Hello everyone, I all hope you had a very much quite have a wonderful day and also quite have a very much quite have a blessed, great morning indeed, guys, as well. Despite that, guys, I'm so superly grateful for your guys' support and everything else you guys are truly actually supporting me. And from those of you who are quietly following me from TikTok and from YouTube as well, quietly means a lot to me, and especially from you guys from shorts and from those of you subscribing in YouTube as well, and from the long videos as well, who guys are also particularly actually watching me as well, completely means a lot to me as well. Continue to shining your light to the world as well, guys, because just know that you guys are also making a huge positive difference as well to the world, because I also believe in you guys, and I'm also quietly rooting for you guys as well. But nevertheless, guys, as I said before, I appreciate your support. Like and subscribe to Below Yours channel in YouTube and as well in TikTok will awfully greatly mean a lot to him as well. I'm very happy that I'm easily making a difference with all the characters and all the supernatural criminals that I'm actually mentioning, even if it's quietly helping you guys understand exactly what's happening within the supernatural wars or conflicts, all of that. Like I said before, guys, totally appreciate it. It means a lot to me. May you have a blessed day, and may you stay happy and stay healthy and stay strong and stay very much quietly and stay very much quietly and stay very much quietly courageous in everything else that you're doing as well. Love you from Shorts and from YouTube and from TikTok as well. And from those of you guys who are subscribing in both either channels as well, means a lot to me. Have a wonderful, beautiful day that you guys are enjoying with the sun and the sky completely up as well, since it is after a beautiful day. So let's get to it right away. On today's episode, to speak about a powerful, sinister, super criminal scientist of a supervillain known as Dr. Darkness, who is the founder and the leader of the Unholy Alliance. The Unholy Alliance is not actually precisely a criminal organization. It's rather a criminal group. But it is after all a criminal organization. But it's not as ancient. It's not as ancient and benevolent as like the Order of the Five or the Order of the Six or the Order of Power or the Order of Death or the Power of Change or the Power of Change or Sacred Five or the Sacred Circle or any or the new ones. But the new ones is quietly a different ancient organization which is quietly hardly been formed during the following centuries, between the centuries and between the years as well, and also farly different from the Galactic as well, which is also an ancient criminal organization, and also farly different from the other ancient, powerful, formidable ancient criminal organizations as well, known as a Dark Order, known as a Dark Order itself, as well, and also a Sacred Five or the Sacred Circle. Far different from those ancient and powerful elite criminal organizations who are the secret societies and some that are not actually secret society. The Unholy Alliance is a group of super criminals and very, very formidable super criminals with the sole goal and mission of bringing chaos and destruction to the realm of humanity and controlling the human race and the entire solar system and the rest of sacred society and the rest of the known universe by any means necessary. They most concentrated soul activity is quietly focused in controlling the ultimate resources and the refineries of all the other worlds and planets and sister worlds of all the other worlds and sister planets throughout all of them, and by using those resources to literally building powerful high standard device and destructive technologies for their own use. Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe are the two powerful founding leaders and members, two powerful founding leaders and two powerful founder and leaders of the group itself, which makes them highly extraordinary dangerous and very highly extraordinary powerful and highly formidable as well. They are completely sharing a dark ambition to control and conquer many thousands of known worlds and many thousands of known worlds, sister planets, and many thousands of other star systems in the process, especially sacred society and the rest of the supernatural worlds and countries and the entire sacred magic universe and the rest of sacred universe and the rest of the sacred world in the process, especially the one that coincides with human society as well by any means necessary. Dr. Darkness is very highly remains highly convicted to his true obligation in unlocking the full secrets of powers, darkness, immortality, the ability of life and death, and the ability of harnessing the most destructive elemental power of electricity and lightning, so that he as well can become invincible and extremely immortal as well. very, very, very highly super intelligent, highly resourceful, and also highly strategically, and a very powerful, super genius criminal scientist who will do whatever it takes to making sure that the group itself remains formidable and also highly active at all times and at all times and by any means necessary as well. So let's begin. Dr. Darkness's earliest life, within human society, he's been obsessed with obtaining the power of electricity and controlling the power of lightning at will, trying to understand its elemental power and its true destructive power and force, to which he went to such extreme great lengths to which he went to such extreme great lengths and to great measures to studying the powers that he was trying to gain and also trying to stand by his own will, to which he was able to building a powerful secretive headquarters beneath the cities of humanity, to where he built a very great laboratory that is precisely designed of his powers and his capabilities in a very strong precise way, to where there he discovered that he could access the powers of electricity and lightning at will, to which the experiment exactly went wrong and he took a huge dark turn when all the power of the great ancient, all the power of the great elemental energy of nature turned its back on Dr. Darkness, literally giving him the powers he was trying to gain, and which he absolutely exactly gained in that process by making him highly invincible and highly immortal, as Dr. Darkness began to believe that he's been granted the power of controlling electricity and electromagnetic powers properties as well at will, which also in theory slow down his precise aging process, making him more beautiful and more highly immortal, and also granting him the power of 12 leveling intellect and super intelligence beyond any supernatural creature has able to exactly engage on that particular time. During that time of the outbreak of his sinister laboratory being highly identified by the human cops, when the other members of the United Heroes, known as Warman exactly arrived and breaching with magic men into his entire secret laboratory, Dr. Dominus has really quietly disappeared and really quietly vanished without a trace, without knowing exactly where he is or where he precisely disappeared, to which the two founding members of the United Heroes realized that Dr. Darkness was going to become a very powerful, unpredictable threat, an unpredictable marvel force that will not stop at nothing to seizing more power and more control as well. Throughout the following years, Dr. Darkness exactly continued his dark experiments in full secrecy and within the full shadows until he met up with Dr. Universe, to where the two of them exactly bonded against their common interests and aided each other on the respective interests as well, where they met up with another crew of powerful, formidable scientists, and they joined forces together to assisting on a very powerful, sinister project known as Nano Energy Project, to which this energy is not as ancient as shadow energy, but it's not energy itself. It's a powerful, dominant, godlike code, a sacred code of pure power that can control the elemental energies of the entire cosmic universe and the rest of them by any means necessary as well. The founding members of the other powerful organization founded the project, to which Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe and the other scientists discovered that the founding members and leaders are willing to use this power for them to becoming immortal gods and to becoming immortal beings to ruling human society. But the others exactly thought that it's best to destroy the project and the power and try to splinter it before it can easily wreak havoc, which resulted in a huge explosion where where the power itself began scattering to the fringes of the known universe until it reached the entire sector of the sacred universe, turning some humans into powerful monsters, into greater monsters. Some other humans remain in monster form, others remain with the power to transform back into monsters. Some gain the power of super strength and super ability, some into mutant creatures. Plants began turning into mutational creatures until these monsters were forced to be relocated to the sacred natural world country, to where is their home territory and to where it's precisely been ruled by an evil monarchy leader of the entire civilization of the monsters themselves as well, to where they felt highly bonded to the entire sacred supernatural country of their own natural environment, to which the others scattered and hidden away within human society for the past few years and for the past few decades as well. After the Great Explosion took a huge hit, Dr. Darkness and all the other scientists were quietly able to put their interest on another special subject, which was one of the members of the Universal Defending Heroes, to which I told you about. I don't know. I actually forgot about his name, but you will look on the other previous episodes in YouTube and in TikTok about him as well when you actually found him. Despite that, the other members of the scientists began experimenting on a hero, trying to unlocking his powers and his capabilities, as Dr. Darkness told the other scientists that this superhero does possess powerful alien physiology and alien powers. It would be best that they actually erase his memory and knowledge of him knowing about his powers and his capability in a full extent, to which they all precisely agreed on that. Within a fourth year, Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe came together within a secretive hideout to where they discovered that the members of the United Heroes are becoming too dangerous and becoming too powerful, that it's time for them to begin forming an elite group of super criminals and super powerful enlightened members to joining their group known as the Unholy Alliance, to which Dr. Universe began to agree on that note as well. During the following years, the members of the founders and the founding leader of the founders told the members of the Unholy Alliance already dispatched an invitation to the most powerful super criminals and super villains to join in their group, that they must do this accordingly to the plan, the way it must stick accordingly to it, to which will benefit them both very crucially. The chaos that they'll bring and the destruction that they'll also bring will be very, very helpful for them to maintaining the entire work behind the shadows of humanity and behind the shadows of sacred society, to which the members of the United Heroes will not be able to see or to speculate that there's a powerful, deadly, ancient sacred society of supervillains that is working behind the scenes, to which they will be the perfect fallout, to be the perfect culprit group, will be able to take in their position under the guidance, under the particular guidance, and under the particular leadership from behind the scenes, to which Dr. Darkness began to realize that this could benefit them very crucially, and with them being arrested and apprehended, the other members of the group itself will begin to flee during the great destructional overtaking as well. During the mere following years, Dr. Darkness made a very powerful, interesting connection with the dark magic users known as the dark druids and dark witches and the dark faithful, to where he particularly met them within an abandoned waste laboratory, to where he particularly told the dark magic users that in due time he might need their services and he might need their work for them. He might need their services and their expertise whenever the time is, in order to combining the biotechnology and the biointegration tech for the process that he's about to do in order to developing a powerful supernatural weapon, to which it might come in, like they might definitely come to its own greatest successful use, to where the dark magic users agree that their services will remain to you and to the members of the Unholy Alliance, as he precisely agreed. Within that particular year, Dr. Darkness also met up with Dr. Universe and all the other members of the Unholy Alliance and exactly told them that the plan is this and that it should go accordingly to plan, the way it's meant to, since they all exactly met within a different basis of headquarters within the abandoned cities that are quietly ravaged by human wars and civilization, where they agreed that the plan is this and that they should remain on schedule, the way it was planned and the way it was orchestrated, as all the other members agreed. Then that is exactly what they do, and so did the others. On the actual precise day of the 15 the yeah yes yeah the actual 15th of March, the members of the Unholy Alliance made a huge announcement to the entire world that they require as much money and everything else in order to put out the carnage and the destruction that they particularly cause to all the cities of the planet, so that they can exactly get the money. Otherwise, the more the human governments exactly hold back by buying them time, the more chaos and more destruction they'll be exactly able to use by summoning more monsters and creatures to wreaking havoc in multiple cities and countries of the entire world, to where the members of the United Heroes agree that they'll be the one fighting the monsters in the public eye, while the members of the Universal Heroes will definitely actually precisely in fighting this group from the shadows for them while they do the work within the public eye, making sure that the universal heroes work never goes too noticed by human society, while they pull off the work from the front lines, while they fight the threat from behind the scenes, making sure that their soul activities are hereby defeated, to which the members of the universal heroes agreed, and that is exactly what they're willing to do. On that actual precise day, the members of the Universal Heroes fought a war with the members of the Unholy Alliance on the central headquarters of their base of operation, to where the battle took point, where the members of the Unholy Alliance fought up against the members of the Universal Heroes, realizing to them that they're too powerful and they're too deadly, and their plans have been heavily disrupted as Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe began to discover that the members of the Universal Heroes are powerful and they should take them on regardless of that. They put on a brave, huge fight as Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe began to surrender when the members of the United Heroes returned and exactly told them to surrender. To which Dr. Darkness exactly stated to the members of the United Heroes and to the members of the Universal Heroes that the battle and the war is far from over. It is just beginning, as he just realized as well. To which it paved a way for the founders and for the Order of the Five to begin the true implementation of their plan from behind the scenes as well. After 3 months in being apprehended within the Astro prison, Professor War released the members of the Unholy Alliance under the great permission and guidance by the sinister ancient elite criminal organization that's working from behind the scenes of the entire sacred great nations of the sacred world, not of human society, in order for the Unholy Alliance to begin its true architect of its plan and goal, so that they can begin finalizing it, so that they can begin actually in finalizing it and beginning its full development, to which it will benefit them very much from their both common interests and from very much of their common interest and from their common ultimate goal that they're trying to achieve. To which Professor War agreed with the other members of the elite ancient criminal shadowy organization. Then that is exactly what to do. To which they were able to communicate from a very powerful sinister geographical communication system, to which they are quite in far distance from each other, but they solely agreed that the plan needs to be implemented, and it needs to go right away as well. After that Professor will agreed, then that is exactly what will happen as well, by any means necessary as well. To which after April, May, and June and July, the members of the Unholy Alliance were released from the imprisonment of the Astro prison under Professor's World guidance, who is a secret member of an ancient elite criminal organization known as the Founders, to which you guys really know about that as well. On the actual predicament day of the 4th of September, the members of the Unholy Alliance begin to reconvene on a dark sinister temple within the entire ancient region of the sacred clan known as the electricity clan, to which the temple itself was quietly buried beneath the ground of the entire clan itself within sacred society, to where they precisely agree that their planning and their strategy and their well workable sacrifice worked off, and it paved a way for the other ancient organizations to begin finalizing their plan, and for them to be working behind the scenes within human society and within the entire rest of sacred society, to which it has opened a door for them to begin the operation, to which they managed to create more allies and more operatives than ever before, to which the other members agreed then it's time for their goals to begin the sole implementation as well. On the actual precise day of the 11th of October, Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe met up with the four members of the White Scientists on the central headquarters of a powerful abandoned power plant within the waste world and cities, to where the Red Empire has conquered many dozens of these sinister rogue powered sacred supernatural factories, to where they need their resources and their implemental power to beginning to try to recreate to beginning to try to recreate the bioenergy, to beginning to try to recreate the bioenergy components of the energy itself, of techno energy, of techno energy power, to which this power can give, immunities to technological attacks and to technological offense and defense attack from the members of the universal heroes and from the members of the sacred team and from the members of the universal founders as well in actual reality in actual reality, as well as you guys can quietly exactly guess as well. Despite that, the members of the four white scientists agreed that it's best for them to begin the implementation because they really come up with a plan in order to re-engineer the biotech weapon, to which they managed to exactly do that without being noticed and without being heavily being raised the suspicion about their assault activity, to which Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe begin that the research must begin effectively, immediately, right away. And they really come up with new ideas and new ways to recreate and re-engineer the biotech weapon, to which it will serve its sole purpose and goal, to its true ultimate potential as well. On the actual precise day of the 23rd of November, the Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe and the members of the Unholy Alliance met up within an entire abandoned city temple planet world, to where the alien inhabitants were destroyed many centuries ago by the Shadow Empire's destructive wars and chaotic wars against the other alien races and civilization that were trying to also conquer the planet and the rest of its entire inhabitants. But the war ended on even matches because none of the two intergalactic terrorist galactic empires won the war or won the battle, because their power and their might proved too strong, and it proved too highly invincible and too powerful for both of them to gain exactly what they were after within the planet's resources and within the planet's within the heart of the planet's core, since they were after something ancient and after something beyond its true capabilities as well. Despite that, the members of the Unholy Alliance began their true objective, their plan and their goal in exactly going beneath the planet's core, to which they found out that a powerful destructive crystal energy weapon that is quietly powered by red magic and dark and purple magic could be the use thing that they need to activate their biomechanical weapon and begin its true capabilities as well. To which, in that specific moment, the members of the sacred team and the members of the universal water heroes encountered the powerful sinister group and managed to exactly wage a huge brutal battle against them, to where the battle exactly lasted about less than an hour and less than a minute, to where both sides were quietly in evenly match, as Dr. Darkness told the members of the Unholy Alliance that they must effectively withdraw and they must completely retreat from the battle, to which he will use the creatures and the monsters of the environmental energy of the planet to fight for them, to which he did that by controlling the energy of the plant creatures and the monsters to fight for them, to which the members of the United Heroes and the members of the Universal Water Heroes were forced to fight up against these unknown, powerful supernatural forces and natural creatures of the entire planet itself. To where Dr. Darkness and the members of the Unholy Alliance decided it's best to retreat and withdraw, because they really got exactly what they were after and they really achieved their sole objectivity as well. After 2 months of the members of the Unholy Alliance began the operation, they remained within the shadows, and they decided it's best the time for them to attack will come soon. And also within the 3rd month, they never revealed themselves. They watched as the event unfolded within the whole of February until the time was precisely right. On the actual 19th of March, Dr. Darkness and the members of the Unholy Alliance reconvened with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders, who told them that their services will be needed to their group to willing to furthering their plan and their goals in a very destructive way, to which they can offer them infinite knowledge beyond their understanding. To where Dr. Darkness exactly spoke for the group itself and exactly told the Shadow Empire warlords that he needs that infinite knowledge and he needs that infinite power to understand his full capabilities and his true power, to which may seem very useful for him to study the ancient dark marks that the powerful legendary King of Darkness created throughout all the other creatures of the entire sacred great nations, to which he manages to implant his power and his will throughout all of them, turning their power and energy into dark dark power, into dark power, or into dark matter of energy that can be corrupted by true darkness and by true evil, to which is what he's been trying to understand for the remaining time, and to which the Shadow Empire warlords and commander offered Dr. Darkness and the members of the Unholy Alliance the journals and the books that the original Ball of Magic has been studying, to which may seem very crucial for them to know about them, to which Dr. Darkness exactly told the Shadow Empire warlords, then that is exactly what he precisely would require, and so did the other members as well. On the actual predicament day of the 19th of April, Dr. Darkness was able to reconvene with the dark magic users within the essential headquarters of the Dark Cave, which the Dark Cave itself held many dark crystal objects and many dark crystal objects and monsters, statues of trolls, creatures, monsters that were completely erased from Seven Nation Hunter history, and some that are quietly known throughout the sacred great nations, countries, worlds, and civilizations, and each clan and each clan that quietly knows about them, and the ancient statues of them are quietly symbolizing power, darkness, might, wealth, and destruction, and peace, love, and companionship, and devotion, obligation, and power, and great nobility, as each of them stands for something, and they represent hybrid creatures, non-hybrid creatures, new breeds, new creatures, new genetic supernatural creatures, types of supernatural beings that can adapt and evolve and increase their power and their capability, to which the ancient cave itself had also ancient texts and ancient writings and ancient glyphic and ancient powerful hieroglyphics of a powerful ritual being conducted to creating the most powerful dark creature of a dark godlike creature of being that can withstand destructive power of light magic and of light abilities from the light hunters and from each descendant of the Four Nation Hunters, and granted him more physical supernatural immunities against the creatures itself as well. As Dr. Darkness exactly began to agree with the dark magic users that their services has come and that he might need them for the operation that may come with it, along with the knowledge of the cave and with the hideout that they exactly possess, might seem very useful for him to begin expanding his entire capabilities and fully understanding them, how far they work. To which the dark magic users agreed, then let their work and the mission begin to take its rightful place for them to proceed on with their search activity as well. On the actual precise day of the 25th of May, the members of the Unholy Alliance begin to reconvene in a dark crystal temple, to which was quietly within a dark city, to which was quietly within the dark cities and colony cities of the Red Empire Nation, to which has been ruled by the evil, cruelest lieutenant of the Red Empire Nation, which exactly controls as much of all of them, and the Shadow Empire continues to supply the Red Empire Nation with more destructive technology due to the founder and leader, due to the monarchy and founder and leader of the Red Empire is a high-ranking member of an ancient criminal organization known as the Court of Nature, to which the Court of Nature made a deal and a proposition to the Shadow Empire warlords, and they're willing to confiscate them the tech, and they're willing to give them more power and greater influence and more greater intelligence than ever before. Despite that, the Shadow Empire warlords and the Red Empire warlords and commanders and lieutenants met up with Dr. Darkness and the members of the Unholy Alliance, to where they all exactly reconvene to discussing their mutual goals and plan, discussing that it's time for them to test a hypothesis that they've been willing to see if the members of the Universal Heroes or the members of the United Heroes are stronger, or are they worthy enough to withstand the attack, to where they all agree that they have a perfect proposition to doing that, to which they found the perfect planet for them to begin the soul attack. On the actual 21st of June, the attack began its full incursion on the great alien jungles and worlds, to where all the other innocent aliens and creatures were forced to exactly flee from the attack, that the mysterious creatures and monsters of the dark dimension began wreaking huge multitudes of havoc, until the members of the Universal Space Heroes and the members of the United Heroes and the members of the Earth Heroes began a full defense force, attacking them completely, with the Four Nation Hunters of the Intergalactic Coalition resources stressed in. They were forced to exactly attack, they were forced to exactly retaliate, but the Four Nation Hunters of the Intergalactic Coalition resources were stressed stricken, as they were forced to neutralizing the Shadow Empire, since it's still in power and still the dominant empire within the entire known universe as well. So in other words, they could not back up and help the members of the United Heroes and the members of the Universal Space Heroes and the members of the and the members of the Universal 5 heroes as well in a process due to the resources and the lack of the resources being stretched too thin, and the monsters of the out of the dark dimension are attacking the other worlds and nations of the and all of sacred society in a process as well, if you understand me completely. Despite that the attack between both sides has continued to go on as one member of the Unholy Alliance began to watch the battle from the shadows and begin to realize that these heroes are fully in secret coordination with each other and they're remaining full in contact with each other. This finding that the hypothesis was quietly true and decided to relay the information to the other members of the Unholy Alliance. On the actual 17th of July, the members of the Unholy Alliance to begin to reconvene in a darker cave to which the meeting took place on a darker planet was to which on a darker planet quietly had many asteroids and everything else flying merely across it, and the environment of the planet was quietly seen beyond the atmosphere of space, which made it the perfect place for them to meet and begin the meeting and to begin the assembly. And the planet itself was within the known universe, but closer to the golden universe itself, to which made their headquarters quietly highly secretive. The member of the Unholy Alliance exactly told Dr. Darkness that his hypothesis and all the other members' hypothesis was quietly correct, that these superheroes are definitely in full coordination with each other, to which is bound to become a problem. Dr. Darkness exactly told the members of the Unholy Alliance that it's useful for them to using it to their advantage, to which it'll further their plan and their goal more faster. Now it's time for them to speed up the next phase of their soldier activity as well. On the precise 7th of August, Dr. Darkness met up with Mr. X, who's a high-ranking member of the ancient organization known as the Founders, where Mr. X exactly told Dr. Darkness that the Founders are pleased with the Unholy Alliance's full cooperation, and they expect more resources and more of your good works, because in doing so, the reputation of the Unholy Alliance, it's taken its huge work and it's benefiting both of their soldier activity. To what Dr. Darkness reassured Mr. X that the Founders will remain happy and pleased by any means necessary, to which it will soon benefit them in many mysterious ways, as Mr. X seemed very quietly proud and very quietly pleased and very highly confident that Dr. Darkness and the members of the Unholy Alliance will definitely pull off the mission and the task given to them as well. On the predicament of the 19th of September, Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe and the members of the Unholy Alliance began a full, huge incursion on the entire ice hunters attack on the North Pole in order to study their capabilities and their powers, to which the members of the world heroes begin to just send them and begin to exactly assisting the members of the Ice Hunter Nation in order to fighting off against the members of the Unholy Alliance, to where Dr. Darkness's powers began highly activating and began highly triggering some sort of lightning energy dark mark within him, as he became highly proud and highly very happy that his power is growing to its full limitation, as he told the members of the Unholy Alliance to withdraw from the attack when he will handle with the problem himself, as he decided to use the power to his advantage to turn the battle and the wheels against them, as the members of the world heroes and the members of the Ice Hunters were completely almost decimated due to the interference of the members of the Universal heroes, who were able to come in the nick of time to save them from being destroyed, as Dr. Darkness realized that his power is growing and that he has achieved what they all exactly wanted to gain here, the power and the expectation of the elemental energy of ice and its true power as well in the process. On the actual precise day of the 20th of October, Dr. Darkness and the members of the Unholy Alliance begin to reconvene on the darker cave, to where they exactly told themselves that the planning and preparation has come to bear fruit. Now it's time for them to begin the other phase, where the other members exactly told themselves underestimating the Universal heroes will bring them to the post-traumatic downfall, when Dr. Universe exactly reassured the members that this will be the most greatest and grateful tactic that they managed to utilize to furthering the inception, to which it will work for them in many ways as well. On the actual 9th of November, Dr. Darkness was able to officially reconvene with the Shadow Empire warlords on the central headquarters of the Shadow Empire homelands and planets, where he told them that thanks for their services and thanks for the more knowledge, but he might acquire more. The Shadow Empire warlords and commanders exactly reassured him that they will give you more power and more knowledge than ever before, to which you will enlist your resources and you will enlist their common goal and interest in a more faster rate, to which it will increase their power and the entire dominant structure of the known universe, to which Dr. Darkness exactly told the Shadow Empire warlords that is good enough for them, because they're willing to move forward with the next phase of the ultimate plan of their purpose, to which they will benefit crucially, as they all agreed on that. On the 19th of December, Dr. Darkness and the members of the Holy Alliance begin to reconvene and exactly discussing the options that it's time for them to withstand the attacks and to study the situation closely and to dispatch the operatives and the forces to begin the attack themselves. When the time is right, they'll begin the full prospectivity of the attacks, where they all begin to agree that it's time for them to be drawn. When they do attack again, they will learn the full prospectivity of their power. But in doing so, they gain an interesting lesson that these heroes are persistent and also highly powerful, and they're not meant to be underestimated or taken lightly, since they understand how they all work together. That is good enough for them to learn the lessons that they've actually achieved, as all the other members begin to agree on that. On the 17th of January, Dr. Darkness was able to be precisely able to meet up with the dark warlocks and dark witches in a dark magical cave, to which had no statues and no any hieroglyphics, but dark crystals and dark power and dark ancient energy, to where the dark magic users exactly told Dr. Darkness that they'll provide their services and the unique talents to the members of the Unholy Alliance, as long as they will get the powers and that great scientific knowledge they're willing to return, to making sure that the enhancements of their abilities and their powers are fully ready for the next source activity. To where Dr. Darkness exactly assured his allies that he has got the plan that they need to get the power they need, to which will soon benefit them crucially, as they all told them what is the plan, as he told them that the ultimate plan is to begin the full dire process of ultimate destruction and chaos, and for more knowledge and for more darkness control, to where they exactly told each other they're willing to do whatever it takes to obtaining that power as well. Despite this, guys, Dr. Darkness is very powerful, very sinister, very nobly skilled, and exceptionally, very much quietly skilled, and exceptionally in knowledge and in great powers and in ancient texts and in speaking different types of languages, such as the power of teleportation, the power of opening portals, and the power of disappearing, reappearing at will, mastering the ability of lightning and electricity, gaining the power of dark ability, super strength, super speed, telepathic, mind controlling, the power of hypnosis, and the power of reading minds completely, and the power of manipulating the power of lightning and the power of manipulating lightning energy, and the power of manipulating lightning energy and of also electricity energy. He's very wise and very patient and very good to leading the group known as the Unholy Alliance, proving that he's super strategist and super tactician ability, respecting the members of the group itself, showing that he's very highly respectful of who they are and what they can exactly do, relying on their expertise and their talents and their respective abilities, proving that he and Dr. Universe do share common interests of wanting more power and more destruction. Dr. Darkness is very benevolent and a very powerful, sinister supernatural scientist of a super criminal who's been wanted by the members of the United Heroes for many years, due to him using forbidden technique and for using greater forbidden techniques and forbidden powers, to increasing his immortality and to increasing his knowledge. He's shown the power of forming dangerous alliances with the Shadow Empire warlords, the white scientists, and also the evil warlords, evil dark warlocks, the dark witches, the dark druids, and the dark witches and the dark druids, other supernatural super criminals and powerful evil dark hunters, and one of the worst creatures and beings of all sacred existence, proving that he's very capable of mastering many different types of powers and understanding all their capability with the power of shapeshifting, telepathic communication, telekinesis, levitation, the power of manipulating the dark magical powers, energy manipulation, dark power, the great power of enhance, the power that's been enhanced through his dark mark ability, to which he can exactly use, and the power of transforming his eyes and his ability at will, the power of using natural powers and the power of using elemental energy at will, such as fire, lightning, water, electricity, manipulating the weather to his advantage, ice manipulation, teleportation manipulation, convergence manipulation, scientific manipulation, biotechnology manipulation, to which he can use to his great advantage, and manipulation creation and bio creation and energy creation, to which he can also use to his greatest advantage as well, proving that he's very much decisive and very much highly determined and very persistent to obtaining infinite power and infinite knowledge beyond his greatest ability, and willing to conquer more worlds and more civilizations than ever before, and closely good in maintaining his individual bases of operation, such as powerful ancient caves, many different hideouts that are quietly scattered throughout the entire fringes of human society, some within the entire sacred world and some within the entire sacred universe, others within the entire sacred great nations, to which his central headquarters is, after all, a powerful dark crystal temple, which is beneath the entire sacred, beneath the entire structure of the other sacred villages of the sacred great nation, to where he uses it in order to meet up and reconvene with the members of the unholy alliance, showing that he respects them and that he truly cares for their safety and for their true identities as well, to making sure that they work behind the scenes. They all learn from their hard experience not to underestimate the members of the Universal Heroes and the members of the United Heroes and the allies, especially them thwarting their operation and bigger plan. He does have a very powerful dark vision of accessing the secrets of immortality, life, and death, due to him learning that the original Order Magic did not learn anything about the power of accessing immortality in the right direction, of infusing himself with shadow energy. He's shown the power of possessing great power of a great abilities, great power and greater abilities of a powerful physician, knowing that he's very quietly patient in respecting the members of the white scientists and needing their expertise and their help. Also good in using the natural elements and the natural powers of the cosmic forces in trying to understand how nano energy works to its fullest embodiment, to which he already infused himself with the ancient godlike power code in order to gaining more power, in order to gaining more ability. His true purpose and goal is to conquer worlds and civilizations, so that the Unholy Alliance will become the sole immortal godlike rulers of the entire known universe and the rest of human society, by creating chaos, destruction, more destruction, so that the members of the founders and the other ancient criminal organization will solely rule the entire cosmos as mortal beings, by putting humanity in its right titan spot, so that other alien creatures and beings will come to overrule the planet and begin the sole dominance of the monsters of the dark dimension, to where they will begin their sole activity in conquering the entire sacred magic universe and the entire sacred natural country worlds and the entire sacred universe and the rest of the sacred great nations in a process, and especially by controlling and conquering human society and the rest of the other known worlds within the known universe and some within the entire sacred universe. Dr. Darkness has shown the power of being patient and very well trained, highly optimistic, highly also very good with the power of sadistic laughter, hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanship, electricity manipulation, bio-energy manipulation, life energy manipulation, creation technique manipulation, the power of shadow manipulation, and the power of duplication manipulation, illusion casting, and the power of mind controlling, deception power, electricity power, dark lightning abilities, dark magic of the dark arts, which he can use to manipulate his advantages, summoning, resurrecting, controlling the natural environments, to which he can do to his own greatest power, and the power of maintaining his life, and granting him more sustainable energy to maintaining his life and power at will, showing that he's very preserving of his power and of his knowledge, willing to pass it down to those who deserve it and to those who actually would use it for the greater evil or for the greater good of the entire sacred society, possessing influential power and the power of influential connection, sharing a connection with the members of the founders and a connection with the other ancient elite criminal organization who also need the services of the Unholy Alliance, to which they gain more power and more respect and more diplomatical status throughout the entire status quo of the sacred criminal underworld, which makes them dangerous and highly formidable group ever known. Not just because they don't have a personal enforcer to exactly work for them from the front lines, but they show the power of being persistency and highly retaliated and more devious and more dangerous than ever. And Dr. Universe and Dr. Darkness lead the group with great authority, and the members of the group respect them out of due respect, and so does Dr. Universe and Dr. Darkness, respecting them for who they are and exactly for what they are, showing that all their powers and their expertise and talents do matter so badly that it attracted the wanted attention of the dark druids and the dark witches and the dark faithful, who began giving them their resources and their greater expertise of dark magic and of dark powers, to creating sinister biomechanical weapons, destructive weapons of biotech and also bio nanotech, and also the great devices of technology, combining them and integrating them with human technology in order to creating a weapon of mass destruction and understanding the power of dark magic and its true capabilities, resulting in him wanting thirst for more power and wanting thirst for more darkness, chaos, and destruction, serving the power of dark ambition that he does have, and a thirst for trying to conquer and rule all worlds, and also trying to learn the secrets of immortality, life, and death in a darker way and also in a light way, mastering the ability of light energy creation and of shadow creation, wood creation, power creation, darkness, spiritual energy creation, the power of hypothesis, biology, and physiology to which he has, making him a complete unknown hybrid to all the entire supernatural creatures of the rest of the sacred countries, of the rest of the sacred countries, of the sacred world, and the rest of the sacred magic universes, creatures and magical creatures and beings to which Dr. Darkness is definitely a devious, super criminal scientist of a villain, deadly, unpredictable, and also very mysterious and very highly ancient. Good in speaking ancient languages, different types of many languages, resistant to telepathic, supernatural immunities, different types of powers and abilities, mysterious abilities, unknown powers, and unknown factor of greater powers and abilities to which he has mastered for the past few centuries, and for the past few years, making him deadly and unpredictable. To which the members of the United Heroes and the members of the Universal Heroes agree that the members of the Unholy Alliance are unpredictable and they are literally unknown, and a literally mysterious group led by mysterious founder and leader of the group itself, Dr. Darkness and Dr. Universe, making them dangerous and making them exceptionally, literally, mysteriously dangerous. Well, notable, very marbled forces of super criminals and super villain, and very powerful due to the status quo of the leadership of the group itself being led by a powerful super strategist and an immortal leader of a scientist who has lived for many centuries and for many years. Between the gap of those two, he has lived for those, studying, understanding how immortality, the power, the price that comes along with it, and utilizing shadow energy, wild energy, and its power, not for him to infuse himself with, but to understand it betterly than to using it to infuse himself, to which he's seen the price where the original Lord of Magic has infused himself with, which cost him his death and his original body dying from within, learning and also seeing and respecting the values of nature and life and of the universe in the right direction, not to take them lightly, understanding that he wants the powers of the cosmic universe so that he and his associate or his members or his lighting colleagues will remain immortal, formidable, godlike beings to the entire known universe, giving it to the powerful, formidable, shadowy masterminds of the Order of the Five, Order of the Six, Power of Change, the Power of Change, Sacred Five, and the Sacred Circle, and also the organization behind the Shadow Empire, which is a very ancient and very deadliest unknown marvel force ever existed for many millennia and for many centuries, and to the mega founders and to all the ancient criminal organization who are more powerful and more deadly than ever possible, proving their resourcefulness and their influential, their persistent, and they retaliate to furthering the ultimate goal to which they all share an alliance, which will all of them benefit in creating operatives, sleeper agent, and that's where the Unholy Alliance comes in as a great bridge between the two and the other organizations that will soon help them serve their common interest and their ultimate goal in the process. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Dr. Darkness is the founder and leader of the Unholy Alliance, and I all hope you have a wonderful day and a blessed, great morning indeed. Take care of yourself and enjoy your day. Love and appreciate your support, guys, and stay safe and stay happy. Enjoy your day and enjoy your sunny day. It's quite beautiful and it's quite warmer as well. But take care of yourself. Like and subscribe to Vilyo's channel in YouTube and in TikTok. And also have a wonderful day and a blessed day. See you tomorrow on Thursday and take care of yourself. Today's episode is Dr. Darkness, the founder and a leader of the Unholy Alliance, who's very highly observant, keen scientist, also knowledgeable, decisive, well-planned, well-coordinated, very good in orchestrating, manipulating events from the shadows with the group known as the Unholy Alliance, who are an unpredictable group of supervillains, deadly but also unpredictable, supernatural villains and super criminals, operatives created within the sacred great nations, and especially forming alliances with the members and the council leaders of the sacred great nation, proving to them that they are definitely powerful and they're not meant to be taken lightly, especially his capabilities and his unknown factors of his powers of camouflage, stealth, and the power of learning and seeing things in a very different perspectivity, making him a different and powerful, unstudied, powerful, formidable adversary of the universal heroes and of the members of the United Heroes, or proving to them that he's dangerous and unpredictable and literally mysterious as well. Well, guys, that's it for today's episode. Take care of yourself. Like and subscribe. You'll receive the episode today and you receive it now. Let me upload it and let me get it done. Enjoy yourself and stay safe and keep pushing. And may God bless you all and have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow on Thursday. And yeah, love yourself. Appreciate you. Keep liking and subscribing and commenting. And you guys got this. And I also got this too. You know exactly what to do. And you guys will keep doing it. Bye.